You are being controlled and you don't know it. There is something inside you that reacts before you think. It decides who irritates you, who you secretly despise, who you judge without mercy. And the unsettling part, it keeps choosing the same type of conflict, different faces, same emotional wound. You think you're reacting to the world, but what if the world is only pressing buttons you installed long ago? The arrogant coworker, the emotionally unavailable partner, the friend who always makes it about themselves. You call them the problem, but what if they are mirrors? What if the intensity of your reaction reveals something buried, something you swore you would never be? What you reject does not disappear. It waits, and from the dark, it influences your life. The hidden archive shadow is not dramatic. It forms quietly. The moment you learned what was acceptable, you began amputating yourself. Anger, too dangerous. Sensitivity, too weak. Confidence, too much. So you edited yourself. You kept the traits that earned approval, buried the ones that threatened belonging. That burial ground is the shadow. It contains not only your darkness, but your denied power, your ambition, your hunger, burned, your need to be seen. And what is buried does not decay. It accumulates pressure. The mirror in everyday life. The shadow does not live in philosophy. It lives in traffic, in meeting, pair in Instagram comments. You resent the confident colleague. You criticize emotional distance, yet withdraw when someone gets close. You judge people for seeking attention, yet crave recognition. The shadow hides in overreaction, that if the emotion is larger than the event, something deeper has been touched. The pattern repeats because the wound is unseen. You think life keeps sending you the wrong people, but life may be sending you the same lesson. The law of inner reversal. There is a brutal paradox. The harder you fight a trait, the more it shapes you. The person who despises dishonesty begins hiding truth to protect their image. One who condemns arrogance becomes morally superior. Repression does not eliminate. It mutates. Resistance feeds the structure of the ego. When you say, "This is not me," you split yourself, and division breeds tension. Tension seeks balance. So what you swore to destroy begins to live through you. The mask of goodness. The most dangerous identity is I am a good person, because now you cannot admit envy. You cannot admit anger. You cannot admit selfishness. The mask becomes sacred, and everything that threatens it is exiled. You become loyal to your image. But images cannot contain human complexity. The more perfect the mask, the darker the exile. Fragmentation increases. Pressure builds. Eventually, the mask cracks. The war within you believe. There is a higher version of you fighting a lower one. But the fight itself is the illusion. Who is attacking whom? Anger arises. Fear arises. Jealousy arises. They appear in the same awareness you call me. The division exists only in thought. The more violently you try to eliminate parts of yourself, the more violent the inner war becomes. You cannot amputate your psyche without consequence. Wholeness does not come from victory. It comes from recognition. The signs of possession. The shadow does not knock. It takes over quietly. Disproportionate reactions, repeated relational patterns, instant defensiveness, compulsive judgment. If someone calls you controlling and you explode, pause. The speed of your reaction reveals the wound. The shadow hides behind certainty, and it defends itself fiercely. Your triggers are not accidents. They are coordinates. The descent into awareness is not spiritual decoration. It is confrontation. When you are triggered, pause, not to suppress, but to observe. Where is the sensation in your body? Name it without moral commentary. I feel threatened. I feel inferior. I feel unseen. Then ask, what part of me have I been denying? The shadow often guards a forbidden desire. Recognition dissolves compulsion. You do not integrate by acting it out. You deintegrate by admitting it exists. The price of refusal ignore the shadow, and life becomes repetition. Different partner, same emotional distance, different job, same humiliation, different city, same loneliness. Unconscious material does not disappear. It pre-organizes your destiny. What you refuse to face internally, you will meet externally. Again and again. The final threshold. This is not about becoming pure. It is about becoming whole. You can continue projecting, continue blaming, continue reacting, or you can begin watching. Every irritation is a mirror dot. Every trigger is a message. The shadow is not your enemy. It is the part of you that was never allowed to exist. The real question is not, do I have darkness? The real question is, how long will I keep pretending I don't?